It's just the same thing as yesterday. It's just that we're constantly, every day right now, growing as a team and learning how to compete a little harder. If it's 50 possessions that we went last night hard, we went 55 tonight. And I think that's been the biggest difference right now. Is just the guys are growing as a team, and then some of our players who have been inconsistent this year are starting to show. And Tanner, he didn't miss a shot tonight. He played 17 minutes. He played very consistent. Costin, the same thing. Great games, and our point guards are always solid. So, you know, can't say enough about Jake, Tyrell, and Calvin. I mean, they're just true warriors, and they took care of business today. And when it really mattered, they stepped up. I think that there's so much experience behind them, and the amount of years that they played, and in winning in certain situations, that we're being we're pretty blessed and lucky to have them. So, you know, Fraser Valley is a little bit younger, and I think in the end that pushes you through. That gives you the extra little wind at the end and the extra fight. Our offensive rebounding was consistent. That was the key, and I think that every time we took a shot, all three guys went to the boards, and it showed when it mattered for Jake. I mean, he pulls 18 rebounds down today, and you know he hasn't done that, I don't believe, this year. And so when we needed him to rise to the challenge, he sure did. It's rewarding, and we know we got to win one of our next 2 games to get to the Nationals, and then anything can happen. So we're looking forward to playing Saskatchewan, and hopefully we'll be back and we'll be in the finals. Every one of these games right now, they just make us sharper for the future. Now another great week of preparation coming up.
I think it was just, you know, we were prepared tonight. We battled hard. We got the ball inside. We took better shots in the second half, and I think that was the difference. I mean, the crowd was getting into it. It was real physical. I mean, the refs were letting us play, which is great. And I mean, we just came out on top because of it. Yeah, I feel like we got unfinished business. I mean, the last 2 years we've only been there once, and we didn't do too well. So I mean, I think guys are ready this year, and I think we're gonna put on a good show.
I felt like it was our defensive intensity. They did a pretty good job of defending us all weekend, and they held us, you know, quite a bit below our scoring average. But that's kind of playoff basketball. And we really mixed up our defense as we went, you know, like man, zone, and we kind of kept them off balance. And just our intensity level, like when we got up on them, we had to put them away, which we did in the first game, right, when we were up big near the end of the game there. So that was the keys tonight, I think. I don't know if it was necessarily that they were a more physical team than we played all year, but it was chippy. We haven't had that playoff atmosphere basically all year. And for them to come in here, you know, they were ready to go toe-to-toe with us. And there's definitely, you know, some pushing and some elbows, but yeah, it was more just the chippy play and not so much the physicality. I think that it was about us bearing down and us concentrating on every defensive play and then running our sets in offense and not getting in a panic. And I think it was their turn to panic the last couple of games, and we really put them away near the end. It's so exciting. You know, I was just chatting with family and friends after the game here, and you know, we're 1 win away from Nationals, something Trinity Western's never done before, so I can't wait.
I think it was really important. They didn't score while I was on the floor, so I felt that I played my part really well here. It was good. You know, we all sit in our certain order and make sure we don't interfere with the feng shui of the team. So, you know, we had that. We won. So I think we all did our part. I think our intensity was just huge. We really picked it up, and our 5th year stepped it up, and they did their job. So, well, I just started smiling and gave them a hug, and it's time to do it again next week.